Disturbing new details are emerging and other information is coming out after a 5-day preliminary hearing. Okay, a judge went and ruled on Monday that prosecutors went, and after 5 days they did present enough evidence to go ahead and put singer David on trial for allegedly unaliving 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Now, this 5-day preliminary hearing, it featured 10 witnesses, very disturbing testimonies, okay, about her autopsy, what they found out, and we're going to get into that in a second, and also very detailed text messages between David and Celeste. On Friday, prosecutors went and they showed text messages between David and Celeste, and they were arguing just a day before he allegedly went and unalived her, which would have been on April 23rd of 2025. So the text messages show Celeste really, really upset, very, very jealous about the streamer that David was friends with. Celeste went and texted David that she was going to unalive him and do something to him in his waist area that I cannot repeat on here because it's so disturbing, like how she was speaking to him and how she wanted to unalive him, what she wanted to do. I can't repeat that on here, but I'm gonna tell you what I can say is what she was sending him, other messages. So she went and she texted him that basically she threatened him. She told him, I'm gonna tell your father lies. She said, quote, end your career and your life. Like, really, this is just haunting. Like, she went and like threatened to unalive him. She then went and said that she was going to tell his mother, she was going to tell his friends, and she was going to go ahead and leak, all right, quote, details about their relationship. Then Celeste went and she texted him. She said that she wanted to see him. She needed to see him and that he had, quote, one more chance to basically tell her the truth about what was going on between him and this streamer because she wasn't buying it. And then this is where the timeline of the night she was unalived allegedly by him began. And by the way, once again, that date is April 23rd, 2025. Here we go. At 10:02 p.m., Celeste went and she texted David, quote, almost arrived, letting him know that she pulled up to the front of his Hollywood Hills house and asked him to open the door. Then it jumps to 10:10 p.m. David replied that the gate was open and his door was unlocked. Then we jump to 10:30. David goes and he texts Celeste, quote, bro, you're scaring me, end quote. He sent several other text messages throughout the night. He claimed that the Uber app said she arrived, asking her, but where are you? And prosecutors, they're saying these text messages allegedly were a cover-up. That's all they were, because his phone and his car pinged moving towards Santa Barbara County, and this was at 11:30 that night. So an hour and a half after she went and pulled up to his house. And this is actually the area where they went and found some of her belongings and parts of her body. One thing that they found in this area around 11:30 where he was at is actually her passport. Someone went and found it on the side of the road. So he allegedly was really just trying to get rid of all her stuff. Back to the timeline of the night that she was allegedly murdered by him. One of her last text messages was, quote, last text message to not just him, to anybody, was, girly pop, I'm almost there. Open your door if you're home. He replied, got you. So definitely wanted to go ahead and add that. Now, this is really crazy because it's coming out that both parents from both sides allegedly knew what was going on. Yes. So according to court documents, Celeste's parents knew about what was going on because they went and they signed a consent form, being that she was a minor, for her to go travel to the UK with David, so he could go ahead and perform and do his shows and stuff like that. Like, what the fuck is going on? Why would you allow your daughter, who's a minor, to be with a grown man who is 20, 21 years old, and go to spend time with him? So it's looking like maybe the rumors were true. Maybe these people were really being paid off by David as hush money. But hold on. They're saying now that his parents allegedly knew. And the reason why was because part of one of the testimonies. Remember, there was 10 witnesses. One of them was the person who conducted the autopsy on Celeste, and according to them, Celeste went and she was pregnant in 2024, and it was allegedly by David, and she went and unalive, she deleted the baby. But let's go through this little timeline in 2024 of when that happened. Now, David's mother may have knew about Celeste and even knew that she was pregnant, because in early 2024, David went and texted Celeste indicating that his mother knew by texting, quote, "My mom told me I have to ask this question. Don't get offended. Is it mine?" End quote. So he went and texted Celeste basically saying, like a little boy, like he's not a grown man and can't make decisions for himself. But hey, my mom knows you're pregnant, and basically she wants me to ask you, is it mine? She went and replied, basically, "Yes, it's yours, David." Called him out by his government name and everything like that. David even went and texted Celeste about the unaliving of their baby, and he went and texted her, quote, "Let this abortion be the last one till we have the real one." Like, having her holding on to dreams and fairy tales. Like, wait, this is not even supposed to be happening anyways. Like, what is going on in your sick mind? Like, anyways, so yeah, he went and he told her that, I guess, to butter her up, make her feel better and shit. Just really crazy. And then, yeah, our final text message, like I said, to David was, quote, "Girly pop, I'm almost there. Open your door if you're home." And he replied, "Got you." That would be Celeste's last text message to not just him, but to anybody, because on that night, she was allegedly murdered. According to his defense team, they are saying there were several times that Celeste went and threatened to delete David. I mean, we saw it. The prosecutors went and showed the text messages, and it didn't make her look good herself either. She would basically get really jealous. She would get mad about other women. This is what his team is saying. And she was like making a habit of talking about unaliving David, and that was shown in court. So that definitely was not bullshit. Now, prosecutors, they believe that the two met on August 8th, 2022, when Celeste was just 11 years old, and they began having a sexual relationship in November of 2023 when she was 13 and he was 18. Just so like fucking sickening. Just so fucking sickening. But yeah, so many questions. Now that we know that her parents went and knew about this, are they going to be charged for allowing their daughter to be around this adult male who obviously went and groomed her? And if his parents knew, are they going to be facing any time too? Like, time? Are they going to face charges? And is that the reason why they didn't want to go and take the stand? Is this why they didn't want to take the stand when all of this started? Because that's what it's looking like. They knew a lot, and that's why they didn't want to take the stand, because they were going to be shredded to pieces by prosecutors. Like, seriously, they were going to be shredded to pieces by prosecutors. So, guys, basically, he will be headed back to court, a trial. The judge felt that David, definitely a lot of evidence to go ahead and have him stand trial for what he allegedly went and did to Celeste. It's going to happen 90 days from now. There is an arraignment date, and that's going to be for August 31st. And David will be back in the courtroom, and currently he is being held without bail, without bonds. He's not coming out no time soon, but trial is going to take place, and this is going to get even crazier, a lot more details, and let's see what happens. Let's see what kind of plea deal he's going to take, if he's going to take a plea deal. And remember, guys, David has pled not guilty in all of this. He's basically saying he's innocent, and according to his defense, that evidence is going to show that David was not the cause of Celeste's death. So let's see what happens. Anyways, there goes your update